For our first vocabulary word, territories. Territories are large areas of land where people start living in a region new to them. For example, the pioneers were awed by the size of the territories west of the Mississippi. In this picture, it shows a picture of a map which shows territories or regions. Each territory is a different color. Our next vocabulary word is withered. Something that is withered has dried up from heat or lack of moisture. For example, a whole field of sunflowers withered and died during the drought. Now let's look at this picture that demonstrates the word wither. These sunflowers used to stand tall in the field. The heat and dry weather has caused them to wither. Our next word is plunging. When something is plunging, it is falling or moving downward very quickly. For example, we watch the dog jump off the rock and go plunging into the lake. Now let's look at the picture that demonstrates the word plunging. The dog runs off the rock and goes plunging into the water. It looks like the dog is flying. He will soon make a splash in the water. Our next vocabulary word is scoffed. To have scoffed at an idea is to have expressed ridicule or contempt toward it. For example, Tony's sister scoffed at his dream of becoming an Olympic athlete. Now let's look at the picture that demonstrates the word scoffed. She scoffed at her brother and did not take his dream seriously. She is laughing at him. Our next word is shrivel. To shrivel means to shrink, wrinkle, or wither. Grapes left in the hot sun will eventually shrivel up and turn into raisins. Now let's look at the picture that demonstrates the word shrivel. These raisins were once grapes. Heat and dryness make many things shrivel. Our next word, topple. To topple means to collapse or fall. The line of dominoes slowly begins to topple over. In this picture, it demonstrates the word topple. The dominoes had been standing next to each other. Someone must have pushed one down to make the rest topple over, one by one. Next word, prospector. A prospector looks for gold, silver, or other minerals in the ground. The prospector carefully panned for gold in the river. Now let's look at the picture that demonstrates the word prospector. He is using a tool to look for something in the water. I wonder what this prospector will find. Next word, settlement. A settlement is a place where people live when they first arrive in an area that is new to them. For example, pioneers built many settlements as they moved west. Now let's look at the picture that demonstrates the word settlement. As the population grows, more settlements develop. This is where people live and work.